All right, folks, here we go. Another great piece right here. This is from Johnny Lightning back in the day, about 2000 or so, if I remember correctly. Quite a while ago, since they're no longer with us. About 2002 is what the copyright says. These are some fantastic cars. This is Spider-Man from Marvel. I left the consignor brought it in. We left the tag on these just because we like that provenance on there. You're certainly welcome to remove it yourself. But we always like it. We think it gives a little bit of history to these pieces. And I'll flip it over here on the back so you can get a feel for it. We'll put the size marker in just so you can get an understanding of the size as we get the photos of the back. So it's what there, about 7-inch card, and of course roughly 1/64 scale or thereabouts on the car itself. So I'll walk you through. Something that won't show up in the catalog photo, that's why we do this here, is there's a little bit of bending on that card, as you can see right there, but you can also see straight through to the card underneath that bubble is looking nice. It's tight on the card and it is clear. No dings, dents, bangs, etc. We'll take a couple of moments here to look at the card, and I don't see any major issues. Check the corners out, and we'll flip it over. I like the way the light plays on this, so you get a chance to see any of the corners, any bashes to it, any dings, any dents, etc. So there you have it. This is the Spider-Man Volkswagen Beetle, which would have been in production at that time. Sadly, I don't think there's any production version of this currently available. Along with that original, one of the versions of the McFarlane Spider-Man. Kind of groundbreaking right before Image, right when McFarlane left. So all around a really neat piece. You get that tiny little, by the way, I want to point out, to the best of my knowledge, that is not a tiny little comic book. It is just a card, but it's still a fun card. And of course the redeco with all of that Spider-Man goodness. Can you see the little Spidey on top here? You see him right on top there. It's a little bit tough, but it's the that iconic now pose. How many times has this been homaged by McFarlane himself? So there we go. There you've got it, the Spider-Man VW Bug from Johnny Lightning. Here you go. This is a neat one right here, especially with the movies coming down the pike, the popularity of Venom. Here is Venom himself. This is from Johnny Lightning, circa 2002 or so, right in that era. It comes with this amazing Spider-Man Venom cover by, I believe that's McFarlane. Yes, that's a McFarlane cover right there. You know what the price of those books are doing right now. It's through the roof. It's crazy. People really, really love this character, and for some obvious reasons. It comes with the decorated truck right there. We'll throw in the size marker just so you can see it as we get some photos for the catalog. Go. Move that out of the way. I want you to see that truck. I'm going to move it right up here to the camera where you can really see that deco. A recreation of that cover, along with some other pretty neat little details on the classic car right there. Sadly, not a what do they call them? A White Lightning, but a fun piece nonetheless. We'll flip it over here, and you can see the back. Get some photos for the catalog, and I'll walk you through what we see here. So you can see, I'm going to shine the light here, let the light play off of the corners so you can see any damage. There's a little bit of a crease right there on the corner. Really see much of anything else on this one in particular. Looking pretty nice. We'll show you the bubble. It's tight to the card. See straight through to that background right there. And while we're at it, we'll show you the back too. I don't know if you saw that in the previous. So you can see through the bubble. It is nice. It is tight. It's on the card. And it wasn't clear, but the license plate does in fact read Venom. So there you have it. Johnny Lightning, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom. Here you go, folks. Next up on the block, we have a pretty neat piece from Johnny Lightning. This is the Spider-Man. This was the Spectacular Spider-Man 257. They're going to reprint that cover and do it as some Art Deco on this Johnny Lightning vehicle. But obviously, they're known for their 1/64th scale vehicles. I'll throw in a size marker here so you can see it's not quite 1/64th. Most of these aren't. They're one box scale is what it's commonly used in that term. So they all fit in the same size box, a box that's set for an average car to be about 1/64th scale. But check that out. I want you to see that artwork on the top. There you go. Pretty neat. I like that. That is nice. Show you the back. Show you the front. Get the light to work. It's tough with the glare. And what does that say on it? I don't think that one has any writing on the, focus it? I don't think that one has any writing on the license plate. We'll flip it over on the back so you can see the back as well and get a couple of photos for the catalog. There we go. Now, I do want to point out this one has a few issues with the corners. There you go. See that major ding right there? And of course, it's got a crease to it. Here's a slightly less pronounced one, but still folded right over and beginning to crease on there. Let me show you that in the light so you can see it. And I'll show you the back of it as well. For those of you that collect these to keep them in their in their packaging. For the rest of you, though, this is a great piece. It is a nice tight bubble. This will sit nicely on a shelf, and you can look at it all day, or you can take it out and do whatever you like. This is not a miniature comic book. It appears to just be a miniature card, but it does reprint that iconic cover right here from Identity Crisis. Overall, you're going to get a very nice piece. So check this out at TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other items that we've got for you. This is Spider-Man from Johnny Lightning.